So just now we have done some questions on what if projection is happening and trolley is moving in horizontal direction. Either the trolley is moving with constant velocity or it is been accelerating. Yes or no? Either in this direction or in this direction. But now if consider I place a platform. If I place a what? A platform. On that platform a person is standing and the platform is either moving in the upward direction or either in the downward direction, and the person, if he projects the object with an angle, what is happening? Okay, so next example on this one, example number 1. Shall I? Okay, now listen to me. Consider here is a platform. This is the platform, and on this platform a boy is standing. Okay, and he projected the object in this direction, let's say making an angle of 53 degrees, and he projected with a velocity 53 means 25 meter per seconds. Okay, a boy who is standing on a platform projected the object with 25 meter per second at an angle of 53 degree. Consider this platform is at this position, it is on the ground, and this platform is moving in the upward direction with say velocity u is equals to 10 meter per second. Let's say this is as u of platform. Okay, and can I also say that it is having some acceleration, so acceleration of the platform is given that 10 meter per square second is the acceleration of what? Platform. Similarly, we all know that g is always acting in the downward direction and g value is given, let's say 10 meter per square second. Question is, find out the time period, find out the range, find out the Hmax with respect to trolley, platform. Consider this as your platform. So consider this as your platform and you need to calculate what? First thing, with respect to platform, time period, range and the Hmax. The second thing you need to calculate is what? Consider there is a ground. On this ground a person has been standing here and he is watching whole thing. That means, can I say that we can also calculate the things like time period, Hmax and the range with respect to ground. I got my point. So you need to calculate all 6 values. Try karte? Try to karo at least. Try this. Okay, shall I? I will do that now. Try kar liya na, ho gaya na 5 minutes. Okay. Now consider velocity along x-axis is this is 53. 53 cos 53 is how much? Triangle में ऐसे याद कर लो बेटा. First thing, mug up these things. So 37, this one becomes 53 degree and this one becomes 90 degree. Cos 53 means this is 4, this is 5, this is 3 and this becomes 5. Cos 53 means 3 by 5. Cos 37 means 4 by 5. ये याद होना चाहिए तुमको. Okay, now come back to our point. So cos 53 is nothing but what? 3 by 5. Yes or no? So 3 by 5, that means 25 into 3 by 5, this becomes what? 15 meter per second along the x-axis. So can I say that this is nothing but your ux? Okay, and similarly over here in this direction, uy will become what? 20 meter per second. Yes or no? Sin 53 is nothing but 4 by 5. Now with respect to what? Platform. Let us deal with first with respect to platform, what is happening. Okay. With respect to platform means, can I say that this acceleration is acting in the downward direction and this acceleration of this platform is moving in the upward direction? Yes or no? So can I say the g effective or g dash or g effective isko kaisa bhi likh lo? Okay, g effective and g dash both are nothing but the same representation, is nothing but both are moving in opposite direction or same direction? Opposite direction. Then can I write AP minus of g, then this g effective, that is g dash, can be written as 20 meter per square second. Okay, first thing. Then the second thing, we need to calculate what? The time period. Now substituting the formula for time period, what is our time period formula? T is nothing but 2u sin theta upon what? G. Are yes or no? Substituting the value, but before substituting the value here, you should be writing now g dash. Why? Because we are discussing with respect to what? Platform. So t is nothing but 2 into this u sin theta is how much? 20. That means 2 into 20 upon 20. That is nothing but 2 seconds. So time period kitna mila humko? 2 seconds. Okay, similarly we can calculate the Hmax. So calculating what? Hmax, what is our Hmax equation? Hmax is nothing but uy square upon 2g na. Uy square upon 2g, and uy is nothing but 20 into 20 divided by 40. So Hmax is nothing but 20 into 20 upon 2 into 20. Then can I cancel these two, and left out is what? Hmax is equals to how much? 10 meters. Okay, similarly let us calculate the range also. So using what? Range equation, range is what? Range is nothing but 2 times of ux uy upon g. Yes or no? This is our general equation. Now what is ux? Whenever you are writing g, all you need to substitute g dash. Okay, with respect to what? Platform. So range is nothing but 2 times of ux kitna hai bhai sahab? 15 into uy, that is what? 20 upon g, that is what? 20. Can I cancel this 20 and 20? So range is equals to 15 to 30 meters. These are the values with respect to what? Platform. Okay. Okay, shall I? Now with respect to what? Ground. Now listen to me. With respect to ground, formulas remain same. T is nothing but 2u sin theta upon g. Hmax remains same. Range remains same. But now what is the velocity? What is the velocity in Vy direction? What is 20 meter per second? Na? Yes or no? Similarly, the platform is also going in the upward direction. The observer sees that this velocity and this velocity should be added or subtracted. Same direction? Added. Yes. So 20 plus of this 30. Then can I say that for ground frame, can I write uy dash? इसको लिख देंगे. Uy dash is nothing but uy plus of what? और क्या नाम रखें इसका? up. And this is nothing but uy dash is what? 30 meter per second. Are yes or no? Okay, now substituting the value, g remains, g for the ground. Okay, now, so time period is nothing but t is equals to 2u sin theta upon g, or 2y upon g, that is t is equals to 2 into what is the velocity in the upward direction, that is what? 30 upon 10. Then can I say that time period is 6 seconds. हो गया answer. Okay, second thing is what? Hmax निकाल लो. So Hmax is nothing but what is the formula? That is what? Uy square upon 2g. Now you have to substitute, that is uy dash now. Okay, so this can be written as Hmax is equals to, that is what? Uy, that is 30 into 30 upon what? 20. So 0 0, and this one, this becomes 15. 15 3 is a 45. So Hmax is nothing but what? 45 meters. Are yes or no? Similarly, we can also calculate what? Range. And how to calculate the range? So range is nothing but 2 times of ux uy upon g. And this over here uy should be uy dash now. Okay. Now substituting the values. So range is nothing but 2 into 15. There is no change in velocity along x-axis now. So 15 into this u dash is nothing but 30 upon 10. 15, 3, 45, 45 to 90. So range कितना मिला हमको? 90 meter. These are the values. These are the values which are been derived for ground to ground projection. If the object, now how to frame this question? A platform which is been on the ground, which is moving with a velocity 10 meter per second and accelerating at 10 meter per square second in the upward direction. A man who is standing on the platform projected the object with 25 meter per second and 53 degree. Okay, find out the time period with respect to, or find out the range with respect to, or find out the Hmax with respect to platform, or the same three equations can be asked for with respect to what? Ground. So here can I say that what is the difference between the platform and the ground? H is 0 now. So in this question H is 0. So we have done like this. If the question is been framed like this, same question, let us take the same values. Consider here is the platform. Here is the platform, and on this platform there is a boy standing again, and he projected with what? With initial velocity 25 meter per second, making an angle of 53 degrees. And this platform is also going with velocity how much? In the upward direction, that is 10 meter per second, and accelerating in the upward direction that is what 10 meter per square second. If I say that he projected the object, अभी इसको क्वेश्चन फ्रेम करेंगे, सुनो. Consider a platform. A platform is moving with an initial velocity in the upward direction by 10 meter per second and having an acceleration 10 meter per square second, and a boy is moving in the upward direction. Obviously the platform is moving, so the boy projected the object when the platform reached to a height of 10 meters above the ground, 20 meters above the ground, कुछ भी एक वैल्यू दे दे. Okay, it reached to certain height. From here he projected the object. Okay, are yes or no? Now tell me what are the things you can imagine that should be changing. Values देखो 25, 53, 10, 10 same है. To calculate what G obviously acting in the downward direction. ध्यान से सुनो इधर, G is acting in the downward direction with respect to platform. With respect to what? Platform. क्या अभी भी टाइम पीरियड उसका 2 ही रहेगा? Yes or no? Vy will remain how much over here? कितना आया था उधर? 20 आया था ना. So Vy will remain 20 here. G will be added. Again you will be getting the time period of कितना आया था उधर? With respect to what? 2 seconds. Okay. So with respect to what? Platform we got time period 2 seconds. इधर भी 2 seconds ही आएगा. I got my point. Similarly, what will be the range with respect to platform here? With respect to platform, कितना आया था उधर? 10 आया था, तो इधर भी 10 आएगा. Hmax कितना आया था? उधर जितना आया था, अभी भी उधर इतना आएगा. So, can I say that with respect to platform, nothing is changing. But with respect to ground, ध्यान से देखो. This velocity is 20. This velocity is what? कितना ऊपर? हाँ, 10. So velocity of the ball is 20 in the y direction and the velocity of platform is 10. Range क्या अभी भी उतना ही आएगा. देख लो, ये 15 रहेगा. So 2 into 15 into 30 divided by 10, अभी भी उतना ही आएगा range. Are yes or no? Second thing, Hmax. To calculate the Hmax, 20. Are yes or no? This being 20 and again this becomes 10. That is what? 30 only. Hmax is also dependent on y-axis velocity. Then can I say that even from the height 10 meter, Hmax will remain 45 only. But from where? From here 45. That from ground that it becomes 55. All you need to add what? 45 plus of this 10 meter na. Yes or no? Okay. The third thing, time period का क्या होगा? Yes, time period will change. Now to calculate the time period, time is changing na. Okay. Just find time period for this one. Okay, now please. Okay, आ गया सभी का आंसर? Everyone got the answer now? Okay, now let us try to understand. And those who haven't got the answer, please focus on the board now. So what is the height above the ground? 10 meters. Okay. So object is being projected from here when the platform reached to a height of how much? 10 meter, and this one angle कितना है? 37 ना? 53. Okay. So this is 53. That means this becomes 15 meter per second, and this becomes what? 20 meter per second. These are the general values. And what is the acceleration of the platform? 10. Okay. और velocity इसको UP लिख देंगे. Velocity 10. Okay. Velocity is also 10 meter per second. Now we already discussed that all things will remain same, that is with respect to ground and with respect to, let us calculate only with respect to what? क्या बोलते रहे? Ground. With respect to ground, first tell me time period in this scenario with respect to what? Ground. What is the velocity with respect to ground? 30 na? Are yes or no? So generally we will calculate with what? Sy. Sy is nothing but uyt plus of half of ayt square na. We calculate time with this formula. Okay, what is Sy? If the object is being thrown from here, definitely it will be landing on the ground. Consider he is landing on the ground like this. So what is the displacement? Initial position, this is your final position. Displacement will remain what? Minus of 10. So can I substitute minus of 10 is equals to uy is how much? This is 20. With respect to ground, this is 20 and this is what? 10. 20 plus 10, that is what? 30t minus of phi t square. Can I write like this? Or can I say that rearranging this phi t square minus of 30t minus of 10, which is equals to 0, or t square minus of 60 minus of 2 is equals to 0. Quadratic equation aa gaya. Okay, you will be getting 2 times after solving this, and reject the negative sign. Similarly, the time period with respect to ground, ये बोलो trolley or platform. With respect to platform क्या होगा? Only g should be changing ना. So time period for the trolley will remain what? 2u sin theta, that is what 2y, that is what only for the platform you should be considering this velocity. Are yes or no? And g should be added, and g is acting in the downward direction, so g remains what? Again same. Are yes or no? So the time period will what? बोलो रे इधर कितना आएगा? So 2 into 20 upon 20. Can I say that the time period is still 2 seconds? So with respect to trolley, time period is 2 seconds. Okay, understood? माइनस में होगा तो चेंज कर लो ना वैल्यूज. if the trolley is not moving in the upward direction, if the trolley is moving in the downward direction, all the moving components which are going in the downward direction should be taken as negative, and those who are moving in the upward direction taken as positive. But the formulas and the concept remain same na. That's it. No need to change anything. I got my point? Okay, चलो लिख लो. Okay, write the heading. क्या चेंज होगा? Hmax चेंज हो जाएगा. देखो 10 मीटर से फेंका है. When the platform reach to 10 meter, whatever the value, you have to add 10 meter here. Okay, अभी यहाँ से फेंका, यहाँ गया. Yes or no? For ground reference इधर से ऐसा दिख रहा है ना. ये 10 आया था और ये कितना आया था? 45. ओके, तो ये ग्राउंड वाला हो गया और ये किसका है? ये प्लेटफॉर्म वाला हो गया. तो प्लेटफॉर्म के लिए 10 प्लस ऑफ 10 20 हो जाएगा, एंड फॉर ग्राउंड 45 प्लस ऑफ 10 55 होगा. इतना क्या लल्लू क्वेश्चंस पूछते रहे, थोड़ा दिमाग लगाओ बेटा अपना भी. ओके, नाउ राइट द हेडिंग. प्रोजेक्टाइल फ्रॉम इंक्लिनेशन. Now everyone will be closing the books and just listen to me. Projectile from inclined surface. Okay, now listen to me. Shall I? Okay, ध्यान से सुनो. Everything remains same. Time formula calculated from SY, range formula calculated from SX, Vy square minus Uy square is equals to 2as, that will provide you Hmax. At maximum height, velocity will become 0. Are yes or no? Everything will be remaining same only here, but you will be finding acceleration along x-axis also here. Okay, now let us try to understand what is happening in reality. Consider this is your surface, inclined surface. Okay, and it is making an angle, let's say phi. Making an angle of phi. So phi is nothing but angle of inclination. What is this phi? Angle of inclination. And consider I projected one object in this direction like this. Okay, will this object follow this parabolic path like this? Are yes or no? Okay, then can I call this as angle of projection? Theta is again your angle of projection and phi is your angle of what? Inclination. Okay, now axis has been changed. This is your x-axis now. Previously we took x-axis here and y-axis exactly here, but now x-axis is in this direction and y-axis will be perpendicular to this obviously. So this is your y-axis. Let's say ये रहा y-axis. So this is your y-axis and this is your x-axis. Again the angle will still remain what? 90 degree between these two. Now can I call this particular point is Hmax? Are yes or no? Acha. At Hmax velocity becomes 0. So only left out is what? Vx here. And Vy will become what? 0. Still the same concept. Okay, but where is G acting? G will be acting in this direction like this. No na? Yes, very good. तो G इधर नहीं लगेगा, G किधर लगेगा? नीचे ही लगेगा. So G at any point will be acting in the downward direction. Can I represent G here? Let us say this is G. That means this angle is 90 degree. I got my point. Okay. Now, this is phi. If I extend these two like this, and exactly opposite to y-axis, I am extending here, and exactly opposite to this x-axis, I am extending this one. So let us say this as been like this. Okay. Now, if this is G, the angle between these two will remain 90 degree now, like this. This angle is 90 degree. Are yes or no? Now, G is in the downward direction. If this is phi, then can I say that angle between these two will 90 degree? Are yes or no? Angle between these two is what? Theta. And what is this? Phi. That means, can I say that the angle between the surface and this one, ये देखो angle, ये कितना है? ये दोनों का angle. With this yellow line and this line, angle is 90 degree. Obviously, can I also say that the angle between this and this is also 90 degree? Are yes or no? If this is phi, then this angle will be 90 minus of phi. Are yes or no? Similarly, these two are 90 degree. If this is 90 degree minus of phi, then obviously this angle will become what? Phi. If this is phi, then this is G, then can I write over here, that is what? G cos phi. Yes, and with negative sign. Why? Because G is acting in the downward direction. Similarly, can I also write over here as G sine of phi with negative sign? Are yes or no? Itna samajh mein aaya diagram? Okay, now the same diagram can be represented if I tilt that diagram. Okay, x-axis along the horizon and y-axis along the vertical one. Okay, then the same triangle can be represented in the downward direction now like this. Are yes or no? So can I say this is your phi? This is your phi. Okay, now similarly the projection will be represented like this. Aya? Okay, now the next thing, this angle is 90 degree, remember. ये angle 90 degree नहीं है. Okay, now the next thing, exactly opposite to your x-axis, who is there? Minus G sine phi. So minus of G sine of phi. Exactly opposite to y-axis, who is there? Yes, very good. So minus of G cos of phi. That means where is G? G should be perpendicular to what? Surface. So surface is being tilted. That means can I say that G will be acting somewhere here? This angle should be 90 degree. Aaya kya diagram? Okay. Now stop and tell me the values. Consider this is been initially incident with initial velocity u and it is making an angle theta. So इस direction में क्या होगा? U cos theta. So in along x-axis, so ux is nothing but u cos of theta. Okay. Similarly in y-axis, then it will be represented by uy is equals to u sine of theta. Now tell me acceleration along x-axis. Acceleration along x-axis is minus g sine theta. Sorry, phi. Are yes or no? Similarly, acceleration along y-axis is nothing but minus g cos phi. Okay. So we are having what? Initial velocity along x-axis. We are having initial velocity along y-axis. We are having acceleration along x-axis this time, and acceleration along y-axis. And I got my point. Okay. Now let us derive our equations. So let us calculate. First is time period. So how we calculate by time period? That is what Sy is nothing but uyt plus of half of ayt square. Yes or no? Okay. Substituting the value, what is the displacement from here to here? 0 again. So this whole term becomes what? 0. Left out is what? Uy. What is uy? U sine theta. Okay. U sine theta t, which is equals to, can I write half times of g cos phi t square. Acceleration along y-axis is minus g cos theta na. Sorry, cos phi na. Now, can I cancel this 1t and 1t? Left out is what? 2u sine theta upon g cos phi, which is equals to your time period. Are yes or no? Just only things. In vertical motion, we got 2u by g. In projection, horizontal projection, we got 2u sine theta by g. With inclined projection, we got 2u sine theta g by cos phi. Are yes or no? So nothing is changing. We are deriving from those three equations only, na? Yes or no? Similarly, calculate the range and Hmax and tell me the values. Okay, everyone calculated the Hmax and range values? Yes, ganda aa raha hai na formulas. So what is better to mug up? Those three equations, na? Yes, very good. So let us calculate the range also. Sx is nothing but uxt plus of half of axt square. Are yes or no? Sx is nothing but called as what? Range. What is ux value? Ux, u cos theta t. Are yes or no? Minus of, can I write half g sine phi t square? Are yes or no? लगा दो t का वैल्यू कितना आया 2u sin theta upon g cos phi. अभी जस्ट कैलकुलेट किया ना. सो t इज नथिंग बट 2u sin theta upon g cos phi. If I substitute this value, ले और गंदा हो जाएगा. So r is nothing but u cos theta. T value is nothing but 2u sin theta upon g cos phi. Okay, minus times of half of g sin phi t square ले तो ये t square कितना हो जाएगा ये took 2 so 4 ऐसा लिखता हूं उसको u 2u sin theta upon g cos phi का स्क्वायर. अरे यस और नो और सॉल्व करूं क्या? वो 2 कट जाएगा वो और गंदा हो जाएगा वो tan थीटा आएगा एक जी कट जाएगा. उतना करने के बाद भी हमको ये याद नहीं रहेगा. सो बेटर व्हाट टू रिमेंबर दिस वन. ओके, सिमिलरली लेट अस कैलकुलेट द Hmax आल्सो. Hmax formula is being derived from what? Vy square minus of uy square which is equals to 2g ऐसा लिखेंगे 2ay sy. Okay, then what? Vy square 0. Yes, very good. So left out is what? Minus uy. Uy is nothing but u square sin square theta which is equals to minus times of 2g. Acceleration क्या होगा उधर? Cos phi and into what? Hmax. Are yes or no? Similarly, minus and minus get cancel anything? No. So Hmax will become what? U square sin square theta upon 2g cos phi. इसको थोड़ा सा याद रख सकते हैं. Then we can write uy square upon 2g cos phi. Are yes or no? Okay, substituting the value we can get n number of problems and we can do n number of problems. Now I am not going to waste on numericals. So let us say if the question is being asked, find out the velocity at any time t. Here we know that there will be an acceleration along x-axis as well as acceleration is on y-axis. That means velocity here none is having a constant value. Then can I say that Vy can be written as uy minus of g and this g that is what ay cos theta for g cos of phi into t. Yes or no? Similarly, Vx velocity can be written as ux minus of g sin of phi into t. If they ask you tan alpha, then tan alpha can be written as here tan of alpha is nothing but Vy upon Vx. Again the same thing is applicable. Before Hmax velocity is in y direction is in the upward direction and after Hmax it will be in the downward direction. Same scenarios and same concept. Let us say fifth one, find out the velocity at any height h. Then we can write what? Vy is nothing but under the root of uy square minus times of 2g cos phi into h. Let's say this h is h dash at any height h. Okay. Similarly, Vx can also be written as Vx is nothing but under the root of ux square minus of 2g sin phi into h. We can also substitute tan alpha by what? Vy upon Vx. This one will Vy and this one will be your Vx. और time pass करेंगे? No. Do you want any question? You want a question? Okay. So better do this in your homework. So the homework of today is what? Consider here is an inclined surface and this is what? 45 degree, and object is being projected with 37 degree with 100 meter per second speed. Find range, then time period, then Hmax, then velocity after 2 seconds. After 2 seconds इसका 37 डिग्री 100 आएगा ना, तो 40 से ज़्यादा ही आएगा. That means velocity at height 20 meters. चलो करो टाइम पास.